I just love that at the very basis of what I'm living right here is at the very basis of what I'm wanting to teach. And so I'll know it. When I click into place, that will be the moment in which I know that it's time to do that. And meanwhile, I'm just appreciating everything that is coming to me in whatever way that it's coming. I trust that the universe is going to yield to me everything that I want, just as I believe that the universe will yield to everyone what they want. I don't think that the world at large needs me as the funnel or the vortex or the path through which all of their well-being will flow. I just want to live an example of how I allowed my well-being to flow. And I trust that once I've really got it and I'm really offering a consistent vibration about it, that then and only then will I be in a position where I can inspire that in someone else. So that's what this whole conversation has been about for me. I just love clicking into that place where I know it with everything that I am, because when I know it, then I can teach it to others, not through my words and not through my meditation classes and not through my courses or through my products, but I radiate it through the vibration of my being, and I begin then manifesting a stream of people that are really ready, that are ready right now for where I am, that that the universe is putting this together, because what I'm radiating and what they're reaching for are so much in the same vibrational vicinity that we're just put together in this strong resonance where I just evoke from them the very thing that they are wanting to be evoked from them. I realize that uplifting someone to alignment with them, to uplift anyone into alignment with their vortex or with their inner being, I have to be for sure in my vortex with my inner being in order to do it. I love knowing that manifestation is so close on the heels that you could call it instant manifestation. And don't you want to begin observing the manifestations, wanted and unwanted, as you reflect back the vibrational stance that you had going? Don't you think that this understanding is going to put you in the driver's seat of everything that's going to be coming to you from now on? And aren't you eager to start driving? Aren't you eager to offer a vibration, a thought deliberately, and then watch the manifestation that follows? Aren't you eager to let the universe show you how you're doing? And aren't you willing to embrace it, whether it's wanted or unwanted, as you then explore the details of how it felt while you were generating the vibration of it, and how it felt as the manifestation came to show you what you'd generated? Don't you love knowing that you get to create how you feel, because you get to create the thoughts you think, and that the manifestation will then reflect it back to you in real time? Don't you love knowing, haven't you sometimes thought that what manifestations are down the road relationships, or down the road businesses, or down the road success, or down the road empires, or down the road improved bodily conditions? In other words, I want to lose 40 pounds. Well, hopefully that's going to be down the road. Because if you lose it today, it's going to hurt. So don't you love knowing that so many of these manifestations seem like these big pinnacle points, and that what manifestation also means is the conversation that I'm going to have when I leave this room. It also means the way people are going to treat me in traffic. It also means what I'm rendezvousing with from my memory. It also means the timing that I'm going to have when the phone rings, whether the person that I'm picking up the phone and meeting with is the person that I really want to talk to. In other words, matching vibration, manifesting evidence of what I'm doing vibrationally. It is so delicious to interact with deliberate creation. And it is so delicious to interact on a leading edge discussion with those who have decided to be deliberate creators. It is our pleasure to play with you. And it is our absolute promise to you that what's waiting for you in your vortex is so close to be manifested that it's as soon as today that you will see the evidence of the work that you've done here. Lots of evidence. In other words, watch for it and note it. If we were standing in your physical shoes, the words that we would say several times: I am the creator of my own reality. I am the conjurer of my own mood. I am the keeper of my own attitude. I am the releaser of my own vibrational butterflies. And law of attraction is the master facilitator to match up those frequencies and to deliver to me manifestational evidence for one purpose and one purpose only: to help me in the deliberateness of my creative endeavor. You are not source energy that came forth just to be that source energy. You are source energy that is expanding, and that's why everything is established in the way that it is. Law of attraction is very clever, very consistent in letting you know what's active in your vibration. And isn't that nice to know? Isn't it nice to know that just by directing thought, you can learn to activate a vibration of such abundance that abundance will just find you no matter where you are and no matter what you are doing? Isn't it nice to know that when you get nice people activated in your vibration, that nice people will find you no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are? You've got to start telling the prosperity story until you feel it before prosperity can be your experience. You've got to start telling the life treats me good story. You've got to start telling the people are really nice to me story. You've got to start telling the it doesn't matter to whom I was born story because I am a pure positive energy being who always finds my way story. You've got to start telling the isn't it nice story. Wouldn't it be nice? Isn't life good? Isn't life good to me story? And the more you tell that story, the more fact you will have to back that up. At first, some of you will say, Abraham, for me to tell the life treats me good story, I would have to tell a bald-faced lie. And we say, tell it. Tell the lie. Tell it. Tell the lie. Tell the lie till you can't tell the difference. You do it all the time. We want you to understand that everything is perceptual. And as you tell the story the way you want to live it, as you begin to extract from your past experience the best pieces of it, as you sift through the now and look for the best pieces of it, it's one of the reasons that Jerry and Esther scour the country looking for wonderful places that they can have gatherings like this, because they're wanting touchstones. The other day, Jerry and Esther spent a day with Tracy, daughter, and son David, and their children Kate and Luke, and they went to a hotel in San Antonio, even though that's where they all live. They went to a hotel and rented 2 rooms with a little private swimming pool area, and they had their own private golf carts, and for 24 hours they did every fun thing they could think of doing in a 24-hour period. Barely slept, played and played and played and played. And then it was time for them to go their separate ways, and Kate said, she's 4, can we go to Olive Garden? It is my favorite place. Well, how can you not go to someone's favorite place? So they went to Kate's favorite place. She likes it because there are big tables and lots of crayons and fun things to do. And Jerry plays games with her from the minute they get there until the minute they leave. And so Kate and all had a wonderful coloring session at Olive Garden. And then as they were leaving, Kate looks into the street and she sees a very pretty stone. It was odd for there to be such a beautiful stone on a paved road. But Kate reached down and snatched it up and handed it to Esther and said, Grandma, you might want to keep this to remember what a fun time we had together. Jerry and Esther have recounted that moment 1,000 times at least since it happened. This is a little girl who is remembering from her broader non-physical perspective to look for the touchstones of life. And we want you to realize that creating the most incredible life that anyone could ever live is about nothing more complicated than that. It's about looking from wherever you are for the best thing that you can find and putting it in your vibrational pocket, so to speak. It's about being willing to ignore what is, stop the criticizing, never mind the things you don't want, while you scour your moment-to-moment environment for things worthy of giving to Grandma to put in her pocket. And as you orient yourself in that way, it won't be a week before you'll start announcing to yourself things have improved, and it won't be a month before you're starting to acknowledge things I wanted for a long time have made their presence known to me. And by this time next year, you will be saying out loud to anyone who will hear, I know the secret of life. The secret of life is remembering my worthiness and gravitating to that knowledge of well-being. gets, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. And if you are someone, or if you know someone who's had a hard life, then we say this will be easier for you than for anyone you know, because in that hard life you have created a vibrational escrow that is moving so fast, and your feelings of relief will be more obvious than anyone you know. When you turn in the stream from a place of strong resistance, you feel the relief in a powerful way. It's actually easier to recover from something deadly than it is to get over something minor, because the deadly thing has put so much power in vibrational escrow, and your willingness to feel good is the only requirement. So when we say it's as easy to create a castle as a button, we mean it with everything that we are. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. There is nothing that you need ever to be deprived of again. This universe is resilient and filled with the abundance to serve you. Everything is queued up for your success.